So we're here camping just for the night. Just going to show you our site. Never been in this site before. It's like 69, but there's a little path that goes right to the vault toilets right there, so that's good. A little bit of a view of the water. So we're going to try this tent out. We bought this tent back in February at the local thrift store. It's a Coleman. I paid like $15 for it. I think it's a big tent. I forget the name of it, but I will find out. The instructions are mostly in French first, then in English. It's 13 by 13. I don't know what it looks like, but I did find a picture of it online, what I think it looks like. I will put the picture in, just have a look. So we are going to pull it out of the bag and set it up, see if it's all here first. I think it's about 25 years old, maybe late 90s. Yeah, so we'll see. Just so you can get a sense of the big size of it. It's a big tent, it's a big bag. And that's what I paid for it, $14.99. Plus tax, of course. We have 15% in the province. So anyway, we'll set it up and see what happens. So the flies are not on it yet. I'm going to walk you around the tent though. I think I'm going to take this off the tripod. So this is our 25-year-old tent that we got from the local thrift store. Can't even talk. You can see how tall it is compared to him. He's 5'11". It's got to be a 6.5 foot center. It's like a V-shaped. I don't know what that white stuff is on the seams, but is it? Yeah. So we think it leaks a little bit. It definitely smells like an old tent. There's a big V. I think we kind of have it. I would say this is the back. But it's a big ass tent and it's not a very big site. I'm going to show you inside. It's got two different doors. They're upside down T-door. I'm pretty sure you can fit a queen air mattress there. And a queen air mattress there. There's hoops everywhere, so I'm assuming there was probably panels with it. We didn't really look at the tarps or the flies, so we could have those panels. Yeah, it's got hoops for panels to block off the doors.
It's probably got them.
So, and there's another door right there. It does have that really, really good no seam mesh. So the flies are not going to get in here. See? Yeah. So yeah, it's looking good, pretty, so far. Definitely smells like an old tent. We never did figure out how you get that smell out of tents, but it doesn't smell musty. It just smells old tent. So I'm going to put this back on the tripod and we'll put the tarps on. So this is our finished product, our 25-year-old $15 Value Village or thrift store tent. I can't think words. Sometimes they're hard. So the seams on the fly are taped. There's no taping on the tent itself. Pretty sure it's not waterproof, and we are definitely going to find out later because they are calling for a lot of rain. Now, if I could get up higher on this, so you can see that, but it's like a V shape. So this is the back. So even if it doesn't work out well, if it leaks like a sieve, we have a little 3-man Coleman blackout tent that we have inadvertently probably have thrown the poles out for. So these poles will come in handy, eh? They even got 2 rubber-ended ones that we could use for the top. So it's not a bad tent. The thing is friggin' huge. Paul, stand right next to it so we can get a sense of how tall it is. Now he's 5'11". Now he looks taller than the tent, but he's not. Get in the tent and we'll have a better boo of how tall it is. So he's got lots of headroom. So you can see what I mean by the tape on the fly, but they're yellowed. They're very dried out. So we did find the doors for the separations. I just kind of stuck it up there. You might fit a double air mattress in there. I didn't strap it down all the way, but yeah, there's 2 of those. So it's actually a 3-room tent. We're not going to use it as a 3-room tent. And we're not going to leave these up either. So we're just going to take that. I just put it up so that we could see what it looked like. And they just go up by these little. So for $15, I think it's a win. I think it's a deal. And are we going to use it again? Probably not. It'll probably go in the back of the garage. But it is a big tent. I forget the name of it, but I will look it up. And yeah, go Coleman. Just for the record, that is their queen size air mattress in there. There's a little bit of room on both sides. I don't think we would get 2 in. We would probably get a double one in that way, lengthwise. Yeah, but it's a pretty big tent. We're gonna get soaked. Those are our clouds. And I'm pretty sure this is not waterproof. But that's okay. Not our first rodeo. 2 little things I noticed with our $15 thrift store tent. No bathtub floor. So if it rains, most likely the water is going to get in. You can definitely tell it's an older tent. And there is no loops for pegs at the bottom of the doors, which is unfortunate. So yeah, if it rains, we're definitely going to get soaked. And it's going to rain. Look at that sky. So it's about 10 o'clock at night. It's starting to rain. So we're going to give this vintage tent a run for its money. No tarp on top of it. You can see the water on it though. And we'll see what happens. See you in the morning. We might be floating.
See that flash?
So they're calling for a thunderstorm. It is. What's the time anyway? It's 11:01. And we're inside our vintage tent. You can hear the rain. You can see the lightning. And yeah, we're going to see how it holds up. Fuck. Oh, excuse the language. morning after. It rained all night, like torrential rains. And there's a little bit of water in here. A little there. Some in the corners. A little bit over here. I don't know if you can see that. Not a lot. Typical of, you know, an old Coleman tent. The one thing I realized, the downfall with these many years ago, is the color of them. Look how bright it is in here. So we kind of got spoiled with our dark room Coleman tents. You know, they stay dark forever. But we think most of the water up here came through the mesh, not through the tent, because it was pretty windy too. It was pretty wet. It's wet everywhere. Wet everywhere. But we stayed in the tent all night, so, you know, not our first rodeo. So, this is the end of our wood night camping with our $15 thrift store tent. It held up. I would recommend, if you see them on sale anywhere or for sale anywhere, buy one. There's a little bit of water in there, but it's typical of the era of the tent anyway. It didn't leak any more than what it would have originally. We've all had those Coleman tents that just leaked, especially when there's no, you know, bathroom floor. And it probably hasn't been treated. So we'll probably use it again. I did say that we'd probably throw it in the back of the garage and just leave it there, but I don't think. It's big and roomy. You know, we're kind of spoiled with the dark room technology Coleman tents. But this has lots of room in it. We can put our tables, our little table and chairs in there. Yeah. So after a night of rain and thunder and morning, because it rained all morning and thundered, we're going to tear this down. I can't really pack it up. We will fold it up. But it's not musty. There's no musty smell, which is good. It was really taken care of. So we're going to take it home, open it up, let it dry completely out, and spray her with some silicone spray. See what happens. This fella really likes it, so we will probably be using it a lot. And once he figures out how to put it on our motorbikes, we'll be parking our bikes inside.